Do you ever feel that it's really hard for you to establish good, very deep relationships with people, with your loved ones, or even with people that strangers that you meet on the street, whomever, your teachers or your co-workers, or people that you may find, meeting at random in your life, in the supermarket, in a lineup, in the ski lift chair, whatever it is. Well, that is me. It has happened to me, not all that often, because I'm very, very open. However, I'm here to help you to establish really good, heart-centered, deeply rooted relationships and connections with people, even with total strangers. So this is the secret. This is what I have found out in my life. You can explore by your own means and try it out and see what works or doesn't work for you. And you know how I learned this? I learned it through the most important relationship, or one of the most important relationships in my life. That is the relationship with my mother. Bless her soul. She has passed away almost 3 years ago, unfortunately, and she very much lives in my heart, because there's many parts of her that has really made the essence of who I am, her loving spirit, etc. Having said that, and of course, like any relationship, even the ones with our parents, sometimes we have our conflicts, right? So that is the relationship that really has taught me why it's so important to show up in an open, real manner and show your true colors, emotionally speaking, so that really other people can sense and feel and see all of you, the whole of you, imperfect as you are in the here and now. So whatever is happening with you, if you can connect and establish that relationship from a place that is genuine, that is honest, that is authentic to what you're feeling in the here and now, that creates a beautiful channel of communication and connection with that human being, even if you don't know them. Because what it tells them, it makes them feel safe. It makes them feel, hey, this person is also imperfect like me. This person also has a headache. This person is not superhuman and Wonder Woman. Is a normal human being, ordinary yet extraordinary, because it's a person that can manifest, express, and reveal herself truly as she is in the here and now. And that creates really that familiarity almost instantly. It creates a sense almost like you've known that person all your life. That's happened to me multiple occasions. When I've been on a plane for 14 hours going to Argentina, when I've been waiting at the airport, when I've been on a lineup somewhere at a bank, in any situation, just the fact that even if you ask somebody, how are you doing? And they say, great. Oh, I'm not doing all that great today. And even if they don't say, and they don't want to connect, and they don't say, why not? You just share. You share what's going on with you. And you show yourself in a very open manner, in a very transparent and authentic manner. That creates that connection, and it creates an opportunity to learn from one another, because optimally that's what relationships are about. And then we also heal with those other people in those interactions. We give and we receive. It's a reciprocal kind of exchange of energy. But we need to show ourselves real. If we show ourselves just in a fake, superficial manner, always feeling fantastically great, and we always have all of life figured out and everything is perfect in our lives, guess what? That's going to distance ourselves from others. It's going to create a separation, a wall of separation. I cannot live up to this person's standards. And that's what happened with my mom. I love my mom to pieces, but she showed herself always like almost a Wonder Woman. I could not believe this woman would never, she aged all the way to be 80. As a matter of fact, unfortunately, she died with me holding her hand. I did that trip after 7 years of not seeing her. I had this intuition. I had to fly to Argentina. And by the time I got there, it's a long story, but believe it or not, somebody died on the plane, and the plane had to turn around and go back to Miami. It was coming from New York, the flight. It's a long story, but I finally made it. And by the time I made it, my mom was unconscious. I don't know if she ever learned that I was there, but I told her how much I loved her. Having said that, and she did die with me holding her hand. That taught me so much. It taught me to really love the pieces of herself that created a lot of the essence of who I am. But at the same time, it allowed me to see my mom in a real light, truly as she was, with all her pieces, because she showed herself like perfect. Everything was great. She had everything under control. This woman, as I said, lived to be less than 24 hours after turning 80 years old, but she, as far as I know, never had a headache, never had her period. You know, she was as perfect as they come. And I'm like, I can never live up to that standard. I was never good enough. I really try hard to say I'm going to get the best grades. I'm going to succeed at everything. I'm going to create, but nothing will be enough to those standards. So what it created is a lack of vulnerability on her part to me. And I distanced myself from her because I didn't feel safe with her. I didn't feel that she could ever approve of me because I did not live up to that level of perfection. It was humanly impossible. So this is why I learned how important it is as a mother, as a partner, as a citizen of this universe to be as honest and transparent and genuine as I possibly can, because that really allows me to embrace everybody for who they are. And ironically, it just creates a lot of very beautiful connections. So here's what I propose. Next time you interact with another person, whether you know that person or not, just show yourself as real as you can, as honest as you can, as willing and open-minded and hearted as you can. Operate from the center of the seat of your soul and see what manifests, see what transpires, see how that energy flows and how that other person may open up to you and with you, and you may really grow and find some beautiful, beautiful connections there, because there's always something that connects us to another person. Even if we disagree in everything else, there may be one little piece of that puzzle. Like when you're putting together a puzzle, there's a piece that connects. Find that piece, and that piece allows you to find other corners of that person that may bring about that connection. Your relationships will be deeper, will be faster to create, and will be long lasting, hopefully. And even if they're not, because it's a random stranger that you meet, you'll be left with something magical in your heart, a lot of learning, a lot of nourishment in your soul, and you'll feel that you gave that to another person. So I hope you try that, and together we can shine light in our world and create a beautiful collective world. And if at any given point you need clarity, I'm a transformational conscious life coach, and that's what I do. I just help others, just temporarily guide them along the way, so I can shed light on areas that are shadowy, areas where they're being kept away from embracing, you know, in your case or in my case, the best of ourselves. Let's do this together. Together we're stronger. If you enjoy these videos, please comment below, share with others, and subscribe. Come back for more. In the meantime, love, peace, and namaste.